All right, Jesse. So let's say Trump loses. I've thought it was going to happen. It's going to be a shoe in. Trump's going to win. Now I look at the Corona crisis, and there's so many people who are unemployed because of this overhype. I think it's an overhype. And there's a lot of low information Americans. They don't watch the news. They don't read blogs or newspapers or YouTube. They just, go about their life, and they're thinking, well, my life sucks now because I'm unemployed and I got these kids, I got this apartment, I got these payments. I'm just going to vote for the other guy. What's his name? Biden. Oh, yeah, I'll vote for Biden because my life sucks right now. There's a lot of low information people like that. And you add those people up in swing states, and suddenly Trump is losing the Electoral College. What happens if Trump goes bye bye and we go into the reign of the Democrats for the next 4 years? What happens to Catholics over those next 4 years? What do we lose?
Whatever gains we've made under this president, first of all, the Johnson Amendment is going to be enforced. Okay.
Tell people again what that is. We got new people here coming in.
Yeah, the Johnson Amendment is a little insertion into the tax code which says nonprofits, specifically churches, they can't make any political statements, talk about any political candidates. That's out the window. You'll see, once again, Planned Parenthood, the Mexico City policy, international abortion. It's going to be funded again to our taxpayer money to the tunes of millions of dollars. What else are we going to see? We're going to see Orthodox Catholic apostolates like Priests for Life.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be hauled into court, and they're going to be fighting one specious lawsuit after another until they basically break your piggy bank and you have to close shop. We're going to see what I would call the Nazi communist jackboot on the neck of Catholics. And I'm not saying what I'm saying is I'm using that. That's exactly the way Catholics felt under those regimes. You felt like there's a boot on your neck. That's what we're going to feel. And I think the church, if the Democrats come to power, I think the church is going to go underground. I think this is what we're seeing right now. This is probably a precursor to what will happen. We may see an underground church.
Will we see
America.
a schism? I mean, I see a lot of bishops. Supich isn't going to be like, oh no, Biden's president, let's go underground. He's going to walk right into D.C. with his hands out like this and say, give me money. Give me money. That's what's going to happen with some of these Democrats. I mean, I said Democrat, bishops, excuse me, slip.
Yeah. Well, here's what's going to happen in our country if Biden wins, because the Democrat Party, for some reason or another, they've now embraced socialism. All of them. Okay. Now, some are more open about it, like Bernie Sanders and AOC, but all of them are moving in that direction. And the fact of the matter is, if Biden wins, that's exactly what we're going to have. We're going to have a move towards socialism, without a doubt. And I'll tell you one thing. If Biden wins, they're not going to hide their hostility against Catholics. Like right now, they kind of have to hide it. They won't. I mean, you see statements like, for example, Tom Perez, the DNC committee chairperson. I don't know if you remember when he announced, he said that pro-life Americans are no longer welcome in the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
That was Tom Perez, the chair of the DNC. You also have, again, the governor of New York State, Andrew Cuomo. He said this a while back ago. He said that he said pro-life Americans have no place in New York State. Okay?
Yeah.
What else has Governor Cuomo said? He's also said, you know what? I'm not interested in making America great again because America was never all that great. I mean, these are the people. Mm-hmm. This is the mindset. And let me remind you about Senator Dick Durbin, okay, of Illinois. Remember when he had Amy Barrett? They were going to appoint her for federal judge, and she's going through her hearings. And Senator Dick Durbin asks her, "Do you consider yourself an Orthodox Catholic?" Now, come on. It was pretty obvious from the tone of voice that Senator Durbin believed that, Amy Barrett, because she's a faithful Catholic, the line of questioning was basically, what? You got 6 or 7 kids? Oh, no. He's inferring you're disqualified from the federal bench because you're a practicing Catholic.
Right.
And let me remind you also, Senator Feinstein, at that same hearing, she also told Amy Barrett, this practicing Catholic who was a nominee for a federal judge, remember she said when she found out how many kids she had, she says, the dogma lives loudly within you. and then she went on to say, Senator Feinstein went on to say, because of Amy Barrett's Catholic faith, she said, that's a concern to me. And so, again, this is no longer the party of John F. Kennedy. This party is openly anti-Catholic today.
Yep.
And if they take the reins of power, we are in trouble. Okay? This is not the party of my grandfather. And in the words of Ronald Reagan, he said, when he left the Democrat Party, he said, I didn't leave the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party left me. And so today's Democrat parties are much more radical than the Democrat Party that Ronald Reagan spoke about, or that Ronald Reagan left.